Can we create a Hollywood-style animation shot in just 3 days? To find out, we built this miniature village using everyday materials. We used plastic for the river and sky, white stones for buildings and a water well, spiky seed pods for bushes and vegetation, and wooden sticks for the roofs, along with many other creative elements. This allowed us to capture tons of stunning photos, some of which, even without edits, looked like scenes straight out of a Hollywood animation. After several failed experiments, we finally discovered the perfect way to create a beautiful blue sky using nothing more than simple blue paper. So, this is the story of days 20 to 22 in our journey to becoming a large creative studio. Diaco brought some supplies to the studio: stones, branches. We sketched some walls and windows on cardboard, but we didn't end up using them. Instead, we used those marble-like white stones to build a temple and placed our action figures around it. We had a base structure from a previous world we created, but now we wanted to transform it into something even better. We also crafted some handmade props like a shovel, a bucket, and placed them in the action figures' hands. But something was still missing: a beautiful blue sky for the background. We attached a white plastic sheet to the wall and layered the blue plastic sheet on top. Then we made some cuts in the blue plastic to create the illusion of clouds. It wasn't perfect, but it was definitely an improvement. As long as the background stayed out of focus, it worked. It even looked natural and blended well with the scene. But we soon realized our scene was extremely unorganized and messy. So we decided to fix it the next day. At the end of day 1, we tried to capture the best image of the day. And I think we really nailed it. Here's a glimpse of what our animation might look like in the future.
Bugs, where are you? Hey guys, have you seen Bugs?
No.
I think he's cheating on me.
Maybe he is.
Bugs is here! Run, everybody run!
We turned off the lights and called it a day. The next day, we removed everything and rebuilt the entire world from scratch. We needed a more organized scene with greater detail. Diaco added some elevations to make the landscape more dynamic, and I decided to update the sky. We also used the white stones to shape the river and experimented with different lighting setups. As the day went on, the miniature world started to look more polished. We also made some light poles using paper and wooden sticks, then placed them along a pathway made of small branches. At the end of the day, it was once again time to capture some beautiful shots, using our budget equipment to create frames that could stand toe-to-toe with a Hollywood animation. I applied everything I've learned throughout this journey to capture the most surreal shot of my life, and I'm really happy with the results. The next day, I completely replaced the sky with blue paper, while Diaco focused on refining the world. We were so close to bringing our vision to life, and all of it was made using inexpensive materials you can easily find around your house. I also experimented with bubble wrap for the clouds, but that idea didn't work out either. With every failure though, a new idea emerged, and some of them really hit the mark. Diaco added more buildings and even drew some adorable sketches on them. We also built a water well, but since the stones were just plain white, we didn't quite like how it looked. So we decided to give it a new color. Diaco glued some hay to the back of the tiny buildings to add a bit of extra texture. Meanwhile, I was experimenting with different lighting setups to create the perfect atmosphere. We then added the spiky seed pods to the far side of the miniature world. And wow, they created an amazing illusion of perspective. It added so much depth to every shot. We also tried to create an intro animation with a winged white horse, the same one you saw much earlier in our journey when we were shooting on top of a black chair, completely unsure of where this project would take us in just 21 days. But in this case, we failed a couple of times and we realized that we're still not ready, so we moved on. Maybe in the future though. The water wheel was finally finished, and I decided to add a few more clouds to the sky, arranging them in a way that would create an illusion of perspective and depth. We also had the idea of building a mountain out of paper, but that didn't quite work out. By the end of the day, we lit the scene one last time, and boom! This was by far our most unique, creative, and cleanest creation yet. So we sat down and took a moment to enjoy the view. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to check out our previous creations, take a look at this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you.